Okay, good morning students. Let us start with the next class of maths for today. Before fractions division, let us introduce the basic concepts of integers. Okay, I was getting the request from the parents that so please discuss this topic, how to do it. Okay, let's do it. This is very important. Do remember, if you remember this right now in this particular stage, you'll remember it for your life now because it's very important, very important topic. Okay, let us start. I have basically made a table for you for your easy understanding. Okay, first type is, first of all, I am taking two positive integers. Now, normally we have seen if any problem is there, if plus is there, minus is there, there is a confusion, plus sign will come or minus will come, it will be subtracted or added. To avoid that confusion, I am giving you this table and go through this table very carefully. Okay, if we have two positive integers, do remember, if we need to add them, we will always add them only. Addition is always there. If two integers are there and that two positive, they are always added. For example, if I am saying plus 2 is added with plus 3, what is the answer? Plus 5. And do remember the sign, if you write or not, that's not a problem. Plus sign, if you mention, that is okay. If you don't, that's not a problem. Plus sign will come. Are we clear? If we add two positive integers, we will add them and the result will always be positive. Now, if two positive integers are there and we need to subtract them. Okay, now let us take an example. We will always subtract them first. They are always subtracted. Do remember, they are always subtracted. Let us see an example. For example, if I am writing plus 2 minus of plus 3, they are always subtracted. Now there subtraction is always there. What is 3 minus 2? Answer is 1. But here one thing is very important. What sign will come, plus or minus? If in that situation we have to see the bigger number out of plus 3 or minus 3, which is bigger? 3. What is the sign before? Minus. Hence what sign will come? Minus sign will come. So sign depends upon a bigger integer. Do remember this. Okay, sign depends upon bigger integers. Okay, next, if multiplication is there, what we have to do? If multiplication is there, let's see. Obviously they will be multiplied, not a problem. For example, if plus 2 multiplied by plus 3, plus 2 is multiplied by plus 3, what is the answer? 2 into 3, it is 6, and sign will always be positive. So what is the answer? Plus 6. In case of division, obviously division will be there. Example, if I am saying plus 6 divided by plus 3, what is the answer? Plus 2. Why positive sign is coming? Because both are positive. Why positive sign is coming? Because both are positive. Are we clear? So again I am repeating, if two positive integers are there, if we need to add, we will add, but this positive sign will come. If we need to subtract, they will be subtracted, but the sign of bigger term will come. Okay, in multiplication they will be multiplied, sign always positive. Same, sign always positive. Are we clear about this? Next, if one positive and other is negative, what we have to do? If one is positive, other is negative. Let us see. For example, if I am saying I am taking plus 2 and we need to add, but one is positive, other is negative. Don't you think this and this situations are almost same? Only the difference is here minus was outside and plus was inside. Here minus is inside and plus is outside. Before doing that, let me move on to multiplication. If one positive and negative is there, result will always be multiplied, not a problem. That is not a problem. Example, if I need to multiply plus 2 with minus 3, they will be multiplied for sure. 6. But do remember, the sign will always be negative. If one is positive, other is negative, in multiplication sign is always negative. Sign always negative. Similarly, come here. What it means? It means this plus is multiplied with this minus 3. This plus is multiplied with minus 3. So, if I have to write, it will become plus 2 plus minus. Here I told you, if one term is positive, other is negative, what the result is? Minus. So, it will be minus 3. Okay. Now, subtraction is there. What is the answer? 3 minus 2, 1. But again, which minus will come or positive sign will come? Negative sign. Why? Because minus 3 is bigger. Because with 3, minus is there and 3 is bigger than 2. That is why minus. Again, sign depends upon bigger integer. And do remember, they are always subtracted. Since one positive and another negative is there, if we need to add, they are always subtracted one. The result states here. Now come to subtraction. Okay. Now let us take an example again. If I am taking, if one is positive and other is negative, and we need to subtract. This is what the situation is. Now, again, since if one positive and other negative, the rule was always minus sign will come. Similarly, if both integers are negative, example, they will be multiplied for sure. Not a problem. What is the answer? 6. But do remember, minus into minus is always plus. So therefore, if two negative integers are multiplied, sign is always positive. Are we clear? Same thing will be happening here. Minus multiplied with minus. What is there? Plus sign will come. That is why it will convert into. Now plus 2 plus 5. Both positive. Result will be plus 5. So do remember, whenever such situation comes, even if we take any situation, so it depends again. Sign depends upon the question. Okay, why? I am taking one more example of the same. Now, if the question was, for example, minus 3 minus of plus 2. If the situation was like first time, second time. See, minus 3 minus of plus 2. Plus into minus. It is always minus, sign will always minus. So minus 3 minus 2. Clear? Now, we will discuss later on, if two negative integers are added, the result is always positive. Positive in the sense, they will always be added. So 3 plus 2 is 5, but sign will always be of minus. So in case of one positive and one negative, in case of subtraction there are two cases. Even you may get negative result, even may you get positive result. It depends upon the situation. Are we clear about this? Next, in same case, we are having division. Whenever divided, division is always there. Example, let me say minus 6 divided by plus 3. Now, one minus is there. Do remember, answer will be minus 2. Sign always negative in case of division. Are we clear? Shall I rub this? Last, if both negative integers are there. Now, if both negative integers are there, let me take an example. Minus 2 plus of minus 3. Okay, now minus 2 as it is, plus into minus. the result is always minus 3. Now do remember, if minus is there, the result is always added. Do you know what it means? That -2 and -3 will be added. So minus is always plus. So 3 plus 2, 5. But sign will always be of minus. So sign always negative, but they are always added. Are we clear? If two negative integers are there and we have to add them, we will always do one thing. The result will always be positive, but the negative sign will be coming. Now, in case of subtraction, let us come again. In case of subtraction, two situation is there. Let me take -3 minus of -2. Okay, again -3 as it is. Now, I told you here also, if minus is multiplied with minus, do you know it means multiplication? This means multiplication. Do remember, if any number, for example, I am writing +3 and outside it is written minus, it means that they are multiplying with each other. They are multiplied with each other. Sometimes you will see they are written directly. Don't get confused. They are multiplied. No one will love to write like this. No one will write. So this is the correct way of writing. They are multiplied with. So plus minus is minus. So automatically it will be -3. Similarly, now minus into minus is plus sign. So it will be +2. Again the situation. What is plus minus? Plus minus. Same situation. If one positive and negative, again we will subtract. Yes. So 3 minus 2. What is the answer? 1. Clear? Because one positive, one negative. If one positive, one negative is there, if we add, we will always subtract. We will always subtract. Do remember, if one positive, one negative, we will always subtract depending upon what is the situation. Okay. So here, -3 is better or +2? -3. That is why -1. So here sign condition again depends upon the question. Clear with this? Last is the division. Again they both are divided. Example, -6 divided by -3. Do remember, -6 divided, this minus cancel out. So result is always sign always positive. Okay, and what is the result? 2. So can you see, in multiplication when two positive integer, positive. If one positive, one negative, in multiplication division, result is always negative. If two negatives are there, result is again always positive. Clear? Come to addition. Two positive integers, if added, result is always positive. If two positive integers are subtracted, result depends upon the bigger integer. The sign will be of bigger integer and they are always subtracted. If one positive, one negative, the result in case of addition, they are always subtracted. They are always subtracted, and this is what the situation is. And sign depends upon again bigger integer. If we subtract one positive and negative, then we have two cases. You have to solve it accordingly. Okay, they will be getting two cases. If both negative integers are there, if we add, we will always add them, but minus sign will come. If subtraction, again the same situation, depends upon question, how will you do? Clear? With this basic concepts of integer overs. Thank you and stay happy.